Welcome and Happy New Year. It's been a while. We've had our last stream in December of 2022. And we're back. We're back with exciting stuff. I hope everybody's arrived well in the new year. Thank you all for being here already. I've seen a couple of hi guys on Twitch. Welcome everyone, welcome. We have a show for you today. I don't know if you can see it because it's quite dark, but there's a second chair here next to me that has a reason which we will get into in a bit. Yeah, I mean, new stuff is coming. We're still working on the games that we've announced that are coming soon. You know them, Airhead, Parish, The Exit, which we'll take a look at today, and many, many more. And also, we're already taking a look at new games as well. Our producers are scouting and talking to developers from all over the world, and it's getting exciting. There's a lot of good new stuff happening. Yeah, today we're focused on The Exit, but first we'll have a look at one posting in particular, particular that I really liked. So yeah, if Tsini will take me on. There we go. That was quick. I'm wearing the wrong shirt. Okay. HandyGames wishes you a happy new year. And maybe, if nothing else, obviously, you know, New Year wishes at this point are kind of late to the party, obviously. But if nothing else, I think this posting might give you a scope of what the HandyGames team and you know, larger family actually is comprised of, because it's not just us here in Germany. We are working with teams from all over the globe, and many of them sent us some very nice pictures for a pretty collage. And let's just take a look at all these beautiful people at HandyGames and our partners from around the globe, all our developers. In particular, the Grinch is really cool. I like how everybody sort of, you know, even made costumes at times. Some of these people you'll recognize, if nothing else, than from the cute images, cute cardboard cutouts next to them. And we highly recommend that you take a look at our social media, because you'll always be up to date. And this isn't even all of them. But yeah, not really a social recap, as this is the first stream of the year, but just one posting in particular that I wanted to share with you people. And some other big-ish news that are not necessarily games related is that we will soon be searching for moderators within the community for our Discord, for our Steam forums, for Reddit, and so on and so forth. So we will be taking applications soon from all of you and from really people from around the world, because we need obviously ideally we need moderators from around the globe who are able to speak many different languages and be present, let's say that, at many different time zones. So if that's something that you're interested in, obviously it'll come with a couple benefits as well. You know, we don't want anything for free from you. Join our Discord, !Discord. We'll get you the link. We will posting more information about that soon over there. Yeah, it's going to be exciting. That way, trusted members of the community can become you know, a more closer part of the HandyGames family. So if that's something that you're interested in, head on over to Discord. Okay, I see a few messages. The shirt looks awesome. Thank you. It is a great shirt. Bring back Stack Attack. It's been what, 22 years or something like that, but it's a good game. All right. Awesome. Yeah, before we head on over to the next segment, I'll just announce what's going to happen. We will be joined, or actually, I will be replaced in a second by Max and René, who are part of our QA team and who know the exit very well, you know, especially compared to me. So they will be taking over in a bit and showing you some fresh gameplay from our upcoming adventure game, The Exit. But first, let's have a look at the trailer. See you in a bit.
Okay?
The plane for millennia has been like a paradise, but that changed recently.
This darkness is a bad sign.
Be careful out there. And please come back in one piece, okay?
I told you not to go alone. It's too dangerous for you. Hang on, Lux! I'm coming!
I do understand why Asim was mad. Now that we finally have a new Lux, he is worried to lose you.
Hello, dear gamers out there, and thank you to Consti for this wonderful introduction. Let me introduce myself. My name is Max. I'm the lead tester for The Exit here at HandyGames, and yes, I can't wait to show you the game today together with...
Hello everybody, my name is René, and I am one of the testers. I'm working on The Exit as well. I'm helping Max out a lot, and yeah, I'm happy to play this game here now.
Perfect.
Okay.
Well, you guys just saw the trailer, and we want to show you some general gameplay today. We will start at the very beginning of the game, and we will show you at first the so-called prologue of the game, and with that, I think you can jump right into the action. Yes.
Yes. Okay.
And then we will talk a little bit about what you guys can see.
Okay. I would say let's go.
Let's go.
Okay. Are we ready?
I guess.
Okay.
So at first you will have the very first intro cutscene of the game. So just enjoy it.
I like this part because it's a very nice cinematic, I think.
A very big part of the game is the cinematography. Cinematography? Yes. As you can see, so you will have a lot of cutscenes during the game where you get to know the story of the characters, of the main character, and a little bit of the lore of the game. Yeah. A lot of that is displayed in cutscenes.
Yeah. Someone just said he feels like it will be a nice game because he feels it in his bones. I really like this one. This seems interesting.
I don't want to spoil you guys, of course. Just so we want to explain the first scenes to you exactly. But with the start of the game, you see this light traveling down into, yes, into a character, into a skeleton, and that skeleton now is the player. You are the skeleton. And you find yourself in this
Like a chamber or something?
in this chamber, in this temple, and you just don't know what happened. Why are you here? What is your purpose? And this is where the journey starts, so to say.
I really like this first level or zone you start in, because we can see it just in a few seconds that you spawn and you're introduced how you walk and how you do stuff.
Yes.
But I like looking around the area because it looks very nice. It's very well done here.
As you can see, the game is mainly it's an adventure game, that's for sure. You can see the special art style of the game. It's a voxel type of graphic. And when you exit this temple, then you will see that the whole world around the player and the characters and the player are all made out of voxels, which I really like. It gives the game a very specific tone, so to say. And yes, this is the first place where you find yourself after arriving to the plane of memory, which is the whole world around you is called the plane of memory because you, in the real life, so to say, died, and this is
Spoiler.
the afterlife where you end up and start adventuring through.
Exactly. I like the fact that you don't even know where you spawned, who you are, what happened. You just spawn here, you have to walk like a path, and you have to find out by yourself what happened and what is going on.
Yeah, so you will have some puzzle elements, like for example here the player is introduced to some light puzzling to get to know different objects in the game, to interact with and stuff to do. And of course, if you start looking around a little bit, then you will notice some little details, like for example here, this little cutscenes. And there's a lot of those little scenes hidden in the game, so you have to look around a little bit, enjoy this, the scenery, and go by your own pace.
Exactly. Of course, there are different types of players. Some of them will just rush through the world just to find the end of the game. But it's worth discovering the game and walking besides the main path, because you will find a lot of things and a lot of lore, of course. I think we won't have the time to look at all the lore and secret parts or something here right now, but yeah, it should be enough so you can see the world and the atmosphere.
Yes. And we had some nice comments in the chat. The music is great, that's for sure. We also love the music in this game. Like every chapter has its own little theme, and in my opinion the themes fit perfectly to the chapters. It's a different and interesting game, that's also a nice comment. It is a very beautiful game, and yes, it has its own, how do we say it? It has
Its own style, you mean the
Yes.
aesthetics?
Yes, it has its own aesthetic.
Yeah.
So here we arrive at the first real big puzzle where the player has to solve a little task in order to progress further into the chapter. So you have like these boxes that you can push and pull, and you have these pedestals on the ground, and of course you need to figure out what box does what. You can see, if you stop right here, René, you can see the purple blackish things on the ground. that are like right now, they are vanished by the circle of the box, of the light. This is the so-called corruption. So in the plane of memory, in this world around the character right now, the corruption or a specific kind of corruption starts to spread. And of course, we don't want to spoil anything here, but as you progress through the game, you will learn about all those things you see in the prologue, for example. You will have a lot of questions, for example, when you play the game at first, but all these questions will slowly be answered by the game itself. For example, by lore points, by chapters you go through, by different characters you meet, and stuff like that. Yes, so we activated the bridge here, and now...
There's one thing I like about the puzzles in this game, because for me, I'm not the type of person who plays like quiz games or riddles or something like that. But the puzzles are perfect. They are not too hard. But the first time I had to play this, I took very much longer than now. Of course, I played it like 100 times, I think. And I think it's a good, like a good measure. How do you say it? The difficulty. It's a nice difficulty.
I think what you mean is like there are puzzles for people who like to, how to say, who like to use a little bit more brain power. There are lighter puzzles. So there's like everyone can find his kind of cool stuff in the game. So now we're arriving in this mysterious temple, and now we will meet the first NPC the player meets in a also beautiful cutscene, in my opinion. Camera view is great too. That's true. Also, all the animations you see are motion capturing, so there are real persons behind all the animations you can see. So the players' animations, the characters' animations, all of that is captured via motion capturing. And here he is, our first NPC. And of course, some enemies.
This is an epic scene as well, because it feels like you can feel the action. This scene, this explosion, it was very well done, and you can feel it because my controller vibrated a lot, and it's like a 4D movie or something. Also, you can see that he's exhausted, and in some other games, sometimes it's not easy to see what just happened, what he feels, and what he feels like. But because of the motion capturing, I think you can see how exhausted he is, and it's very nice done.
I mean, especially in a game like this, where you have like this graphic style. We're using voxels, so we can't really give the player like a mouth that he can move like we humans can move our mouth. So especially with that in mind, it was very important to create the characters and give them like expressions that the player understands. So we understand that, for example, Azim, as the NPC is called, he's exhausted because he got chased, for example. And I think the game perfectly gives the player the informations about the feelings and the characters of the different NPCs for the player.
Exactly. The thing is, Azim is telling you a lot of things, what happened and where you are. The thing is, I cannot hear what he's saying right now, so I don't know when to skip to the next button. But I just try to assume when to press next, and so we can hear the next sentence.
I mean, we can just read through the sentence and then
Oh.
I think it should be the same speed
I wasn't.
Yeah, I think
if
so.
you read through it and then press it.
Okay. I will start reading at the next point.
I fled as fast as I could, but he almost got me anyway. He has become too powerful. He won't take long to get here. Look, you need to flee to the Nexus
Let me have a
before
look
he
at the
sees
chat
you.
right now if there are any questions. So
Too
guys,
important.
ask questions about the game if you want. We will be
There's no time to
answering
explain. Take my artifact.
as much as
It's a
we
bit
can.
damaged, but it can still be useful.
Who have become too powerful? Well, we won't spoil that. That's for sure.
Let's say at the end of the stream you can guess who is meant.
Is it
See that
coming on
door?
PlayStation?
You can
Yes, it
only
is coming on
open it with the
PlayStation.
artifact. Beyond it, you will
How many
find
languages does the game have? Oh, that's a good question. I don't have an exact
Careful.
number in my mind
door
right now,
was
so I
closed
would have to look that up.
monsters
But there are a lot of
Lot.
languages. So
And just imagine
We call
testing
them
all the
the
languages.
hidden, as they are invisible. Although the light from
so the voice
artifact
acting
is that
basically is
But be
in
careful.
English.
If you use it too
But
much,
you can
they will be able
change
to sense the
the
light.
languages of the texts and subtitles and all of that.
I know you have thousands of questions, but you need to trust me. You must leave before he finds you. Open the door, look for the exit portal, and use it to get
Okay,
to
so
the Nexus. The others will
Asim
explain everything there.
told us a few things. He gave us like this little object on the back of the character, which is called the artifact. This is like a powerful tool for the player. He has the power to use the artifact with different abilities. For example, right now, the artifact has enough power to only give us one ability at the moment. So this is this flashlight that we can use, for example, to open doors with the power of the light to enter the next room here. And in the next room, we will have our first enemy encounter, which is solved by using the flashlight, which is solved by using the light, because the enemies, as you can see now in the cutscene, they can be dealt with the light. So we have to safely exit this room and not get caught by the enemies. Yes.
Now the tricky part is you can't see them right now, and they got some pathings, and you need to find out how to reach the end of the room, of course, without getting caught. And there are different ways, so you can choose your own way. And I will just choose the left way, like the left part.
As you can see, the indicator that shows how long you can use the flashlight and point it to the enemy until he detects you, or until you grab his attention, and he then will start chasing you. You can hide in the grass to be safe. But yeah, Rene just perfectly avoided all of them and opened the door to the next.
I got a few hours of experience in this game.
So let me have a look at the chat again. How long will be the gameplay? Well, we found out that this depends a lot on the personal playstyle of the player. So it depends on what kind of gamer you are. If you want to explore every corner of the world, if you want to read through every lore point, read through every book you can find, then of course the game will take a little bit longer. But we would like say it's roughly between 5 and 8 hours of gameplay, but that depends on the player. So
I think it might even take longer than 5 hours. You mean the whole game?
yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. because I tested like I know all the paths and the ways, and I think it took even a bit longer. But yeah, as you said,
I mean,
it depends on how you play the game, and we can just say there's a lot of things to explore, and you will have a nice time exploring all the paths and all the lore, and it's an interesting story because sometimes you will find a book or something and you can read about the story someone has written there, and then you will find out a few things that the main story wouldn't even tell you. So if you're interested in the story, it's really worth it searching the books and the informations.
Yes.
Okay.
What name of our player? Well, the player will have a name later in the game, but that we won't spoil. That's something you have to discover by yourself. Okay, so now, after we saw how René solved the last puzzle of this prologue, we will encounter another NPC, a very important NPC. Keep him in mind. A quick thing to the puzzle you solved before. In this puzzle before, we saw René pushing the boxes and using the light to traverse together with the box through the corruption. So this is another combination of tools you can have in this game. You can use your flashlight to activate the box that gives you this safety sphere around you. And with that you can then travel across the corruption, for example, to reach a certain point in the game or to solve a certain puzzle, for example.
Yeah, that's a mechanic. It will be very useful later in the game, of course. And you will need to combine all these mechanics just to finish the other puzzles. Okay, are we ready?
Yes.
Just continue.
Okay, so there's our final portal to the next safe place, so to say, to the Nexus, which was introduced by Asim in the dialogue before. This is the place we have to reach to get some important information about where we are, who we are, what just happened. And now we meet Donovan,
You brought a little toy.
the evil guy.
How cute.
How do you know he's...
Asim managed to
I mean-
survive then.
Look at him.
Yeah, okay, sorry.
It's almost
Yeah,
as if he
he's-
thinks it could help you.
I really like his voice.
Nothing
and
but a small
well,
misunderstanding.
what you're seeing.
You think you're the
right now.
hero of this tale, a beacon of light in the darkness. But you're barely an extra. A shade getting killed off just before the last
As you can see, his body
Be a
partly
tool to show
also
the true hero's
is
prowess,
corrupted,
an unfortunate spark.
which,
This
in my opinion, is the
tragedy.
perfect indication for
Do not
he's the
worry.
evil guy.
I can still find a purpose for
To be
you.
honest, it's very hard
That
for me
is,
to not
if
read
you
along with his voice
survive.
line because
Of course.
when I played this so many times and I love his voice line and how he pronounces the words. It's just...
We love the scene, so to say, and
Sometimes when we are testing this part, we're just reading along with him, like saying his words.
oh,
I lost my mic. I need to
but now you have to.
Easy peasy.
Oh my God.
It's okay. I'm a pro gamer, so it's no problem for me. I can do it blindfolded, I think. Ooh, this was close.
And there he is, Donovan in his Titan form, in his big ultimate form, chasing you. And this is another part of the game which I like a lot. It's the perspective. So you have different scenes and different chases or tasks to do in the game, where the camera gives you a very specific point of view, and you have to deal with that, which makes it even more interesting. Like for example in this scene we just saw, where the camera shows you from the front and the enemy behind you chasing you, and you don't know what is coming in your way. So you have to react a little bit quicker, and yeah. But we managed, or René managed, to escape
Yay.
And yes, this was the prologue. I think we have a little bit more time to switch over to another chapter to show you a little bit of some different gameplay from another chapter. And yeah, Finny can do his magic on the stream, and then we will prepare everything.
Exactly.
What we will show you now is a little bit later in the game. We will move into chapter 2, which is an ocean without water, so to say. So we will learn to swim, but a different kind of swimming. You will see in a minute. Yes, you can bring us back into game, Tini. Team us up.
I hope I just choose the right one. Okay, it's
Yes.
a bit before.
So
but yeah.
what we can see here is a beautiful scenery, and this is how we swim in an ocean without water, because there are open some rifts. You will learn about them, and you can use the rifts to swim through and reach some of the islands we can see here. Maybe you can pan around with the camera a little bit.
Yeah.
So we can see there are lots of ways everywhere, lots of little islands everywhere, and you have to find your way through this labyrinth, so to say, and solve some puzzles on your way to reach the big tower. Can we see the tower from here?
The big tower, I think, yes.
Where is he?
This
There it
one.
is. Yes, we have to reach this gigantic tower, and you can see something is
Like tangled around it.
tangled around the tower. We will maybe see it sooner or later. I don't know.
Since we skipped a part of the game, you will be introduced to some new mechanics. Like I just shrinked this cube, so it made some free space so the airflow or the water flow can change the direction. And this way I reached this part here. And I think this is a nice platform to look around and show the world.
And as you can see,
Yeah.
or now with the prologue in mind, a lot of people are already typing it into the chat. With the prologue in mind, and now with this scenery, I think you get an idea of how different the chapters can be from the more darker and mysterious prologue, and now we are here in this like colorful underwater environment with a lot of underwater stuff that is very colorful.
Yeah.
I don't know the words in English, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's. I think it's the right word because I really like this this level and this chapter because yeah, I don't know, underwater is just cool.
Yes.
Underwater animals and the atmosphere.
And what we just saw is René got a new ability which he
Oh,
used while swimming through the stream, and maybe you can
Help.
showcase it after this.
Yes,
This is
I will.
incredible.
We just
So-
get introduced to another NPC.
Can you-
Synesthesia?
I just wanted to ask if you can
See, I
pronounce his
built
name.
machines
It's
that
kind of
allow
hard.
changing
Can you
the
say it
direction
again?
of the void streams.
Please don't. Synesthesia.
Small issue though. To power them, I need this big antenna to receive enough energy.
How many chapters
An
are there?
artifact, you shouldn't have any
Um,
problems.
There are
The
5
windmills
chapters
on
at the
these three
moment.
islands. You have to plug them in and point their rays to the plaques on the giant
Sky swimming
antenna.
is pretty cool. That's true.
You can light the
It
windmills
looks more
in any
beautiful.
order you want.
Yes.
I think that's
Just
why we
come and see
choose
me when you're
this
done,
chapter because
Great.
we don't want to spoiler anything, but on the other hand, the prologue seems pretty dark, and we want to show you there's another side in this plane of memories, like the light side, the beautiful side, and yeah, you can imagine there are some other levels, like some other how do you say, like surroundings and places that look very different. Okay, this is the next bigger puzzle, I think. Also, the first time I did this it took me quite a while. But again, since I did it a lot of times to make sure that when you play this one, everything works as it should.
Wait a second here.
Oh yeah.
Because here we can showcase the ability we just
Yeah.
talked about. And you got your new ability, which is shown in the bottom left corner. It is this swirl of air, or swirl of light, so to say, which is called the break light. And you can use it to, well, break things or cut things like this rope.
Yeah, I just cut it by accident because I was too close.
We will use this ability a lot in this chapter.
Oh, yes.
So in every chapter, or as you progress, you will get a new ability and combine those abilities during the playthrough. You will need to combine them even more the more you progress through the game. That's really cool because this opens up different styles or different
possibilities.
Different possibilities to
Yeah.
use your artifact and to use your abilities.
And of course, depending on where you are, you have to start thinking about what should I use, how can I use my artifact, how do I need to finish this puzzle, and you will need, of course, everything later. And yeah, I think this is pretty fun because, yeah, for example, the next mechanic with this whirlwind, I can turn the windmill.
And one of our tasks right now is to activate those windmills by pushing them, for example, onto this pedestal. Then the windmill activates and the windmill will shoot a beam of light onto the panel in the background. And we have to activate all 3 windmills in this area and point them towards the panel in the middle or to this big antenna. And then we have the power to activate another mechanism that will help us progress further.
Exactly. This was the first puzzle out of 3, and now we're getting back to the main island. Let's call it main island, because you will always end up here after one of the puzzles. And yeah, this one was the first one, and now I can just enter the second one.
I love you, René. It's written in the chat.
Oh, I just
And now he
I
bumps
just
his
get
head on a wooden plank.
This was some.
Oh.
I'm not a pro gamer anymore. I'm
We
sorry.
died. Happens to the best of us. But also a very nice animation when you die. Your character will just fall into his fall into pieces,
Yeah.
so to say.
It's like his whole structure just falls apart. Like, let's be honest, it's a skeleton. There's no muscles or something to hold the bones together. But then when you die or when you break, it just falls together. I really like this part. Okay, let's try it again.
Yes, we all have to focus for it
Okay,
now.
focus. Okay, first one.
Yes.
Second
Now you
one.
have to avoid this geyser,
Gates here, I think.
You can speed up in the stream, you can slow down in the stream, so you have to manage a little bit to go
close.
through it safely and reach the next island, which we can already see here,
Yeah.
where we have to solve the next puzzle. So every island is a little bit different.
By the way, I am moving the camera right now. So I'm moving the camera to show you the area. But you can look around, and sometimes there are these wooden planks in the way and you have to break them because you will get damaged, as I just did. But sometimes the way from point A to point B is very peaceful, and you can just watch and look around the world because there are no wooden planks or geysers to damage you. And then you can see the whole area on the map, and it looks very nice.
you guys are the developers. No, we are not the developers. We are testing the game. The game is developed by Sandbloom Studio. So if they are watching right now, greetings to you guys. Yeah, so Renee will solve the next puzzle. And then we have one more to go until we can, yes, keep this area behind and move on to the next area where we have some more puzzle elements.
I just destroyed some chests because I can. Sometimes they are in the way and you can just destroy them, and I really like this part because it feels nice, it sounds nice.
I mean, we all agree destroying some crates and some stuff is always fun in games.
Should we be worried because we like destroying things? I hope not. Okay, next one.
Oh, we have some people from Sandbloom. We have John here. Hi, John.
Hello.
Nice to have you here in the chat.
So this was the second puzzle. Oh, never mind. I just thought about something.
Yes, and now we can go back to the main aisle again and look out for the last windmill to activate. What I also love about this area is swimming through the grass on these smaller islands that are floating around the streams. There's one specific point later in this chapter.
I think we will see it.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure if we mean the same thing, but
I think we mean the same.
I think yes, because the nice one.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I see.
Yeah.
I think we can see it. Depends on how much we will show today.
Yeah. But when you play the game, you will see the spot we're talking about, and then you will be like, oh, okay.
Looks very nice.
Now I understand. Okay, so here's the last part of this puzzle. Of course, in this area, there are a lot of hidden things we did not visit. That's up to you guys. But also in this area, as we just said, there are a lot of things to see and to learn about the story of the game, about the lore, and so on. So now, René managed to activate all the 3 windmills. And now, what was his name again?
Synesthesina.
Yeah,
You
sure.
did it!
Thanks.
Come on, come with me.
Synesthesina has enough power to show you what he was working on in order to help you reach the big tower.
You can see the whole map from here.
Yeah.
It's a nice spot. Okay, it's not that nice, to be honest, but
The poor skeletons.
yeah, they're just chilling there. They are all right.
This is also a nice place
yeah.
where the I like that.
Yeah.
And as you can see, if you pan around the camera while swimming through the streams, you will see like, holy moly, there's a lot of streams here. And where can I go next? What can I explore in my next steps? But yeah, for now, this is what we guys want to show you. You have to find out the
I
rest
knew I
by
could trust
yourself.
you. Here, I'll show you how my machines work.
Traveling system is great. Yes, it also
See,
feels
the
great.
machine controls the
It's
rift
nice to
it's
swim
attached to, in
through
order
the
to
streams
change
and
the flow
watch
of
a little
stream.
bit of the scenery,
So
and
with this, you'll be able
but
to
still
create
keep
a
in
new
mind that there are
path
some
from the same
obstacles in your
starting
way
point.
that you have to destroy or get rid of. But all in all, it's very
The only thing you have to do
Yeah, it's-
is light it up with your
it's
artifact.
peaceful in an
This will
area
turn the
that is
machine on and
not
change
that
the flow.
much of peace
Turn the machine off
at the
and your
moment,
brake
but
lights to go
that's
back to the original flow.
for the later part of the game.
Okay, we just got introduced to a new mechanic, and it's worth watching this part of the game because it explains how it works, and you will need it a lot. So I can power this machine, and it redirects the direction of the stream. Wow.
Yes. So basically, you can use it to switch the stream and to change its destination. And you will use that in the later on the later islands to go from point A to point B.
Yeah.
What you also can do, like here, is you can push like a box into the stream, and the box will be transported by the flow to help you reach a higher point or a lower point, or like an island that is far, far away. So you have to use all the tools that are given to you.
So I really like this part as well. You can see the shining wooden planks here, and this is just a hint, so you can break them again, and the bridge will fall down. And always have a look for the hints. Oh, this one's our friend, maybe.
A big whale coming up. We won't tell you guys anything about that. But yeah. So this tower is checkpoint. It kinda is a checkpoint, yes. Game looks great. Thank you so much. It indeed looks great.
Yep.
Okay, so we will... A whale. Yeah, a flying whale in a ocean without water.
So now we activated the elevator, and I think now we can see the part we talked about. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure it
I'm
was
sure.
it was here.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
So now there's our favorite, like little thing of joy, so to say, in the game.
Yeah.
You swim through the stream, and then you reach like this little island here where you swim directly through the grass, like right now, and there are these little fish skeletons, skelly fishes, that are swimming with you a little bit, and I think this just looks amazing.
Yeah. It's not just the fish, you can see other animals. I think there are some turtles,
Yeah.
some
sharks,
swordfish. I saw some swordfishes.
Yeah, yeah. So there is some wildlife, of course,
Ah,
but yeah, there you
They
can
are.
see them. Swordfishes, normal fishes, the turtles.
Turtle fishes.
Turtle fishes.
Yeah, sorry. Okay.
Okay, and now we want to show you like the last part of this gameplay today. We reached it. Stop a little bit and show the big tower. We reached it finally, and I think it's time to look what's hidden inside, or isn't
Yeah,
it?
let's have a look. Let's have a look what's inside.
Yeah. But I think the game has a different plan for you as a player.
I think so as well.
I think there's one more challenge for you to overcome. Here he is.
Epic slow-mo.
Here is the first encounter with the big giant thing that was wrapped around the tower, which is the boss of this area. And I think he's angry.
Run.
Yeah.
Do.
And here we have again, like in this chase, you see it, I talked about it a little bit earlier. You have like a fixed camera, so you cannot move the camera around. You have to think by yourself how to escape here while the boss is chasing you and like destroying the ground around you and stuff like that. And
You just noticed the quick time event. We had it before in the first boss chase we saw in the prologue, and I think this is a cool feature because it lets you interact with the movie, like so it's not like a movie and you just watch it, but you have to do something.
yes, name of the game is The Exit Eternal Matters. I also like this scene where you run and behind you everything is like exploding and breaking apart. So that's really nice. Yes, and now we managed to escape the boss and we got a little bit help here from the whale. Thank you, whale. See you later.
Thanks
Maybe?
a lot.
I think so. And yes, that was the first, like, really first. Yeah, I think that's
You're
right.
just like, holy moly, what just happened? Okay, calm down, please. What just happened?
Yeah.
I like this part as well.
I mean, as a player, you're not expecting that, I think.
That a giant monster comes and destroys the bridge you just wanted to cross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the first encounter with the boss of the chapter. A wholesome whale. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So I think we stop at this point.
Yeah.
We don't want to spoil you guys any further. There is a little bit of gameplay missing in order to complete this chapter, but that's up to you to discover. Yes, I hope you liked it. We like it a lot. And for any further informations, you just have to check out our websites. I think Konsti will tell a little bit more about that when he comes back to his throne here. But yeah, so far that's all from our side. We just wanted you guys to give you a little bit an insight of the gameplay of The Exit. And yes, we hope you like it. And now we give back to Konsti.
Perfect. Have a nice evening.
Have a nice evening, guys, and see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I know you have thousands of questions, but you need to trust me. Listen. Don't do anything dangerous yet, okay?
The plane for millennia has been like a paradise, but that changed recently.
This darkness is a bad sign.
Be careful out there. And please come back in one piece, okay?
I told you not to go alone. It's too dangerous for you. Hang on, Lux! I'm coming!
I do understand why Asim was mad. Now that we finally have a new Lux, he is worried to lose you.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Max and René. I think this was a great piece of insight into what The Exit is and what it looks like. Yeah, I mean, we all love it, and we're quite confident that you will love it as well. I've really seen this area for the first time myself. I mean, I knew that it existed. I've seen pictures of it and short clips, but I really like how you get to see how this plane of memory is actually supposed to be a nice place, but obviously something's kind of gone wrong. So yeah, very exciting stuff. Okay, Did we have any more questions? Yeah, do you have a Discord? Yes, we have a Discord. !Discord in chat. We'll give you a link. You should definitely join it. Somebody was asking about prices and release windows, which is something that we cannot talk about yet. It is coming soon. But yeah, all the details are not exactly fixed yet, so we're not at liberty to say anything about that. Yeah, good stuff. I mean, there's really only one thing to be done for today, and that is a little giveaway. If you want to take part in our giveaway, you have to hop on over to Twitch if you're not already. So everybody on YouTube and you know, all the other channels that you might be watching this, head on over to Twitch, twitch.tv/HandyGames_official. And yeah, that'll give you access to the giveaway. So whenever we're ready, we'll hop on over and do the same thing as always. Type !dance in Twitch chat to take part in the giveaway. That's everything else is self-explanatory. Registration is open, !dance. And then once it goes, !bottle to throw bottles from the outside. Shout out to Pixel Maniacs, great development studio, very close to our HQ, for making this little tool. It's really a lot of fun to use. So yes, everybody that wants a chance to win a game of your choice, a Steam key for a game of your choice, I should say, !dance, the winner will be shown on screen, and we will then contact you, and you can give us like a selection of 2 or 3 games that you're interested in, and we'll see what we can do for you. HandyGames games, obviously, we can't, you know, I mean, this goes without saying, it has to be a game from our library. So don't come telling me that you want like the whole like the complete package for Train Simulator or something like that, because that will break my bank. Okay, I mean, I would always love to sort of comment on what's happening, but it's just too crazy. I'm sorry. Oh. 1-4. I guess I pronounced that correctly. Congratulations. We will contact you after the stream, directly after the stream, through Twitch. So remain vigilant, and yeah, we'll figure out what you're interested in, and we'll get you a Steam key of your choice. Okay, awesome, people. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining. We will be back in 2 weeks on February 2nd with a Parish stream. We will have, I mean, we're planning to have a nice little 4-player co-op stream. Obviously, we'll have giveaways again and much more. So tune in next time, February 2nd, for Parish, and more information on HandyGames and everything else. Until then, have a fantastic day, be good to each other, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye. Bye.